you're seeing is my island in Animal Crossing New Horizons. And you're right in time for tea. That is what I have here on this nice Chinese table in this little patio. This is one of my favorite places to just hang out and chat with people. And chatting is also what I can do with you. That is, if you are participating in the chat. And so if you want to join me, make sure to introduce yourself in the chat. I'll be able to see that on my second screen. And I'm just going to give you an update today on what's going on here on the island. I hope the audio is fine and the image is okay as well. And while I'll pour myself a cup of tea, I'm just going to greet the people in the chat. We've got Panda, and Tane is also there. And in case you happen to play this game as well, you want to visit my island sometime in the future, I've marked my friend code, my Nintendo friend code, in the description of the video. So you can send me a friend request, and then I'll add you. And if my island is open, then you'll be able to visit. So not everyone will have time to join me for today's stream, but that is, of course, one of the advantages of YouTube. You can always go back and watch it later. How's the audio? Is it okay? Can you hear me all right over the sounds and the music? It is a gorgeous day here, or what actually didn't start as a gorgeous day. It was kind of cloudy and rainy this morning. That is here in Animal Crossing. I'm not talking about the real world, even though there was a bit of rain this morning. Audio is fine, says Tane. And Elise says also good afternoon and says, thank you for the Mass on Sunday. Well, you're welcome. I'm streaming Mass every Sunday at 5 Central European time. Mass for Geeks. And this week I had some references to the Hunger Games. If you want to figure out what the Hunger Games has to do with the feast of Corpus Christi, then you may want to check it out here on YouTube. So I'm just going to open the gate here. So in case any of you is available and wants to visit, you can just look for airports, and then maybe you'll find mine. Actually, I don't know if I open it, if anyone can visit or just my friends. I think you have to be a Nintendo friend. And it's unfortunate that I can't really send a message to all my friends. So here I can choose between my friends or my best friends. So I'll just do my friends. So anyone who has befriended me or that I've befriended in the past, if you're watching this live, then welcome very much on my island. So right now the sun is shining. As you can see, it streams through the windows of this airport. And I love this weather. This is what they call golden hour in the world of television making. So it is when the sun is almost going down. This is about an hour before sunset, I suppose. I'll just walk to the beach here. You can tell the sun is low because my shadow is elongated. Here's my field of black roses. I was hoping to generate some more of these golden roses. These are extremely rare. And someone told me that I had to plant black roses. So maybe they'll spawn, but it is extremely rare. So if I go, here's my friend who sells me these wonderful tapestries and stuff. I'm still looking for that wallpaper that is that shows like a city at night. Very, very nice wallpaper. But I'm constantly getting these weird wallpapers. So you can tell that the sun is very low on the water, also by the reflections on the sea. This is one of the things that I love most about this game is how well they've done the weather. It just feels very realistic. Clouds are moving. The colors are very nice. There's even a bit of scattered lighting that comes from the reflection of the light. You see my hat, for instance. There's a bit of lighting coming literally from the reflection of where I'm walking, and it just adds to the overall atmosphere. It gives this nice haze. I also want to welcome Scott, who is in the chat, and Panda. Pera says, Paradisum, that's the name of my island, is thriving. Imagine your soul looking like that. Ooh, that's deep. Ivana is also there, one of my friends here in Horizon Horizon, or in the Horizons. Animal Crossing Horizons, I should say. New Horizons. Mike is there. Hey, Mike. And Game Attack Go Go Go. Hello. Hello there. So, some of you may have already seen my island a while ago when I was starting to build it. And I am happy to show you a little bit more of what I've accomplished over the past few days. Adam is there too. So this all kind of still looks the same. I want to modify this, make it a little bit more welcoming. It's a bit messy right now. This is supposed to be a regular shopping street with deliberately small streets. I just want to give you a feeling that it's all cramped and it's very much lived in and there is stuff everywhere. But here I'm working on creating a marketplace. So I'm creating some stalls here. I've also added some perspective. It's still not very much finished. Everything on my left is basically still in development and not very interesting. I want to complete my island going from east to west. This is kind of the garbage section. I've finally got some new garbage to put there. Literally, I had to wait for these steel bars. Finally found a couple of them. I think I can even make them. These are not exactly the ones because they've got that weird orange thing in the middle, which I don't like. I'd rather have just regular steel bars. But anyway, it looks like a real garbage place. And then up here, I created a little, sitting area, nothing too special. What I tried to do, so this is in case you were wondering, this is based on an existing town that someone showed on YouTube. And I kind of tried to imitate it, not because I'm not original myself, because I was so new to this and I wanted to. I was very impressed by that city because of all the levels. It was a lot of landscaping. I was like, well, maybe if I just try to recreate it, I may learn a couple of things. And now I'm at the phase where I'm starting to modify it, and I'm able to use some of those techniques that I've learned to expand the city in my own way. So if I go behind the museum here, there's still this small shopping street. What I wanted to do is to interconnect all these second levels, which was not the case in the original. So I created some extra staircases. So for instance, here, there's this small waterfall area that I like, and here you can just, sit, maybe fish, although I don't see any fish. But if you look here in the corner, this little fellow is building a staircase, so I can go to the upper level. That was not there in the original design. And I just wanted to make it easier because the other day I was visiting with, I had some visitors coming over to see the island, and I was showing them around here, and then we got stuck, and they were all like blocking the way. Like, I need an exit here. So unfortunately, this guy needs 160,000 bells, which I haven't right now. So this is the main square. You can't build anything here on the square itself because it's used for events. But here you see another staircase that leads upwards. And it goes into my little Zen Garden, which is also from the original design, slightly modified. So here was the tea, the tea place that I welcomed you in. There's also a picnic set, and then this is also very nice at night with these bamboo lamps. Now here I had to make the first few modifications because the position of the town square is different in every game on every island. And for me, this was actually in the example that I followed. There was an entire garden here with houses and everything, but I couldn't recreate that because it has my town square. And so instead, I tried to mimic it a little bit and make it. I wanted to give you the feeling that this island is much bigger than it actually is by deliberately hiding the background. So here, that's why I put these bamboo sprouts here, or these bamboo things, and then created some more, like another level, so that you can't really see. Well, you can't see it if you know that it's there. You can see the town hall, and then you just turn to the right here, and then it's gone. And then here, it was impossible to completely hide it. So what I did here was distract the eye by. So here on the left, you see this big open space, but I wanted to direct your eye towards the path. So I created all these stones, and then more trees, and a bamboo light, all sort of things that make you kind of ignore this big, kind of ugly square on my left. You go up the stairs here, and then this is I'm very proud of this. So you walk up the stairs. This is also something that I took from the original, but I enhanced it. It is a viewpoint, and it's made so that you are wowed when you enter it. I wanted to give you the feeling that you're high up in the overlooking part of the island. So let me see if it works. I just walk up the stairs to the end of this, and then you see all that in the distance. And I hope it works, but to me this creates a lot of depth. So you have the bridge, there is the river below, the open sky, and then if you look down, you can see that over there's a tree, and yeah, it's a little bit different because I made the mountains in the distance higher. I put more trees there, but especially at night, or maybe we'll come back here when the sun is truly setting. I thought this was pretty effective in creating some depth in the image, but that's just me. Of course, I'm kind of proud of what I accomplished here. It was very tricky to measure out and make sure that you get the right view. Also, because this section here on my right is a little smaller than in the original. So again, you can also go up the stairs, or you can go here, and then you can jump over here, which is new. This is another small place where you can, I don't know, hang out. And I still don't have a recipe, so you need recipes to make stuff for kind of a bamboo division. It's made out of bamboo rods, and I just can't find that DIY, or how you call it, do-it-yourself recipe for that. So unless someone gifts it to me, I'll probably just have to wait until I got it. And that is very important to fence off part of these things, because this is still way too open. I want this to be a little bit more sheltered. And then I can just go back here. This is already a little bit more fleshed out. I like these details of a garbage can, because of course the merchants that are using these stalls, they have their trash. And you can jump over this, and you can go back. This is we came in through this little street below, but you can also hop over it, and we're on the next level. And here we're back at the tea garden. So I like to have all these different options when it comes to walking around. Hey, Samuel. And so I'm just going to take this road back and jump over this, and then go to the far side of the island. Still needs a little bit more of these Chinese walls on top of this to make it. This is also interesting. There is an area here on my right. This is a bit of a protrusion in the landscape. Right now there's just this Easter Island statue, of which most of us have only got one, because I think you only get one, so the only way to get more is by trading it. But I think I'm going to create an extension of the island, or of the upper level, and make this much bigger. So maybe create like a place here, like a restaurant or something, a pier. I think that would be much more fun than just having these trees here. It's a bit too generic. And then I have a nice spot to sit in the evening. Hey, Antoine. Glad you like my island. An RKD3ST. I'm not even trying to pronounce that. So anyway, welcome to the live stream. This is my island that you're watching, and I'm showing people around. This was also in the original island. It's got a big waterfall. And then here is another section. I'm just going to climb up here again. So this is a fun thing. You can jump in this game. So I just did this for fun. I want to create a little coffee corner here. So because the view is so nice, this is where I would like to have dinner, right? To just have a restaurant. So I'm not sure how I'm going to pull that off because there's not really... well, I do have kitchen material. Maybe I can make an open air kitchen here, like a, I don't know, some kind of pop-up restaurant. So you can sit here and overlook the main square below. And then this, I'm also proud of. I created this yesterday. All these various levels and these trees, they're all put in place very deliberately to give you that, when you're standing on the viewpoint earlier on, that you see this big, you have the impression that it's very, very big in the distance. It's well, everything is very close. The island is super small. But I think it kind of worked. And then here you can climb down, and there is a pathway that you can take all across the back of the island. So it's a little shortcut, but it's just for maintenance, for personnel. And then I added a staircase here because normally this would be fenced off, or in the original it was completely closed. But I kind of like to be able to continue my tour if I have people visiting. And then this is all still in the same situation that it was before. So I'm slowly making progress, but it is very time consuming. And probably this area, this part of the island will become totally different. Weeping Angel says, great looking island, barely got 4 stars last week. I don't think I have 4 stars. I don't even know. How can I know how many stars I have? And again, I have kudos to the person who originally designed this island. This is kind of an imitation. They say imitation is the greatest form of flattery. I'm not sure if that's true, but it was for me just mostly like imitating the masters to learn it, to teach myself how to do this. But I love this view. And that was one of the wow moments on the original island where it's like, oh, I wonder how you do that. Because most of the islands that I visit of friends are very flat. And so you have gardens and it all looks a bit the same. And what I liked about this design is just how much it feels like a real island. And I also more and more start to, in order to make it more realistic, I ask myself always, well, why would something be there? So, for instance, I added the protection around the apple tree in the distance. There's this little fence because I figured, well, if this is a marketplace and you don't want people to damage the tree or steal the apple, so you gotta kind of fence it off. And it's a little detail, but it adds to the realism. Also, I made sure to put the pine trees on always on the higher level. So there's a regular tree ground level, and then the trees, the more you go up, the more you get pine trees, just like in real life. And of course, subconsciously, your mind makes you think, well, so that means that's actually higher up. I don't know if it works like that. It works with me. Sinking wants to know if I still play PSVR. Unfortunately not, because I don't own a PlayStation 4 anymore. I sold it to my nephews. And I gave the VR goggles to John, one of my friends. But I do have the Oculus Quest and the Oculus Go. I'm a big fan of virtual reality. So now we can go down here. Oh, I also create a little path here. You can walk around Nook's Cranny, and you can jump over this. This is new too. And then you're in this section. This also was kind of fenced off, and you couldn't go anywhere. And now you can. You're never stuck on this island. So a lot of what I do in creating and building the island is coming up with creative solutions to maximize the space that I have. So what else could I cram in? And I deliberately do that to give you the feeling that there is just a lot to explore. And this is just, if you look at the map, is there a way to show you? Yeah, let me show you the map. This is what my island looks like. You can tell that what I've just shown you is barely, it's a third of the island. So that means that there is still so much more that I can develop and change. And so you see that a lot of my villagers are up there in the left corner. I just placed them there because I wanted to have my hands free basically and to develop the island, and then gradually I will integrate them into the landscape. So it's just goes to show how big this game is. All right, let's visit some of these guys because I have some new visitors as well. It's a lot of fun. There are a ton of different characters, and sometimes they'll move and they'll create space for new visitors to arrive. I think I already showed you this. It's like little, what is it? Play garden for kids, and then here are the bikes because I'm Dutch. I wish I could ride my bike for real. And then some people ask me why all the flowers on the beach. This is just these flowers were everywhere on the island, and I didn't want to throw them away or sell them. So I got a do-it-yourself recipe. Let's see what's in there. Grass skirt. Well, that's not very interesting. I'm not going to walk around in that. One of the advantages of being clergy, also in real life, is you never have to worry what am I going to wear today. So I just grouped all the flowers on the beach, and then I'll just pick the nicest ones. Here's a hippo smelling my black roses. So my islanders all live in these small houses. If the light's on inside, it means they're home. Sometimes they're crafting and they're sharing their recipes. Sometimes there's this girl is crafting here. Let's see what she's making. DIY. DIY trendsetter. It's a hard word. What are you making? A shell rug. Whatever. Okay. I'll just learn how to make that too. Yes, sure, why not? I don't think I'm ever going to make a shell rug or use it, but I'm waiting for that bamboo recipe. Something tells me that it's going to take months before I have it. So anyway, so now I know how to make a shell rug, whatever that may be. This is also shark season, which is very cool. So you can fish in this game, right? So sometimes you'll see a fish. Let me just go and see if I can catch one. Probably not. There are these big sharks circling the island, and you can actually catch them, and they're pretty impressive. You get a whale shark and a great white shark and hammerhead shark, stuff like that. Samuel also has the same set of clothes every day and the same kind of socks. Yeah, I have so many black socks, but they're slightly different. So it takes me forever to find the ones that match because they differ just a tiny little bit. I always listen to audiobooks when I'm sorting my socks. All right, so no sharks on this part of the island. And this is why I created this kind of backstage walkway, so I can quickly go from one beach to the other. So now I'm running across the island. Here's my little tower. I want to create a forced perspective. So this, as you can tell, is obviously not a realistically sized, what is it? It's not a watchtower, but you know what I mean. What I want to do is to create a point of view upstairs here on top of this mountain. And then I have these small cars or buses, and I want to create small roads and make it look as if this is much further in the farther away from the player than it actually is. Again, didn't come up with it myself. I saw that in a video. I was like, wow, I'm going to do that too. That is one of the cool things of this game is you learn so much from other players. A lighthouse. Thank you, Mike. This is still the same. It's just a little area where you can sit and relax and watch the sunset, even though the sunset is on the other side of the island. But I had a night of falling stars 2 days ago. And so I've been standing here for quite a while, and you got like meteors, and then as soon as you see a falling star, you have to press A, and you can say a little prayer. And then the next morning, you'll find all these star fragments on the beach, and you can use that in certain recipes. So very, very cool. All right, so I'll just go back. There is a small secret entrance here behind these palm trees. That brings me to the main square here. So if you go inside, so away from the beach, the fish also changed. There's another nice touch. So I think this pond is probably a little bit too small for fishing. But the fish that you catch when you're in the inner city are sweetwater fish. And sometimes the fish change, and also the insects change from season to season. So did it change? The lights is changing a little bit. So I want to see this at dusk. I think this is going to be really awesome at dusk. Ali says, congratulations for the Mass on Sunday. I was following it, and my prayer was read out loud. So thank you so much. I want to ask, Father, are you planning a chat with Pizza next week after Mass? Yes, absolutely. I planned that actually for this week. But it took so much time to clean up. I had only 2 people helping me, and they needed a lot of time to get things ready after Mass, and I was just so wiped out and tired. You saw that fish, it disappeared because I was jumping around. So it basically, pizza only arrived like an hour and a half later. So I'm going to try to celebrate Mass a little bit quicker, and then have more time to chat with the audience. Hey, Rose Pop Eagle, welcome. The modern lighthouse is a Swedish invention. I did not know that. All right, so let's go back to the beach if we can. See if we can catch a shark. That'd be fun. And obviously, I need to find my way down, which right here. So let's go and see. I think these blue shells can be used in recipes, but I have unfortunately not discovered any recipes that work with it. So maybe that was false information. Sometimes these videos are like, you got these big fishes. So this is probably a big fish. Let's try to catch it. It's going to be hard because I don't have the audio. Oops. Normally you can use the audio to get it. Actually, I can. It's not very hard to get it. I'm going to up the audio just a tiny little bit. Hopefully it won't interfere with the microphone. Because you get these audio cues as to when the fish is biting, literally. There you go. Oh, there you go. That was... I got... So there you go. This is a huge olive flounder. It's big, but it's not a shark. The sharks have a fin, which is sticking out of the water. And there's only one other fish that has a fin, and that is not a shark. And so I think it's a sucker fish. Let's see if I can catch that this butterfly. Oops. Oh, I'm not very good at catching insects. There you go. A purple emperor. And for some reason, here on the upper side of the island, I barely ever catch anything. So there's nothing on the beach, no shells, no gifts. There's just this tiny little fish. Let's see what that is. Usually that's not even worth catching because it's so small. So you don't get many. You don't get paid much for it. There you go. Oh, I see. It's not even a fish. It is a seahorse. Oops. And that was the end of the line for my trusty fishing rod. Fortunately, I have already crafted a number of extra ones. And I barely ever see fish here on this side of the island either. I don't know why. Let's see. Let's take the ladder. Yeah, let's keep the chat room family friendly because there may be kids watching. All right, let's go down here. I'm going to get my extra fishing rod. Those of you that have chimed in a bit later. Oh, you see, there is actually a fish, but now I don't have a fishing rod, so I can't catch it. I wonder if I can throw it from the from the bridge. That would be nice to try out. Let's see. There's another waterfall. This is all kind of part of the original island, the way I received it. So, this is one of my favorite islanders. She's so kind and extremely, I don't know, friendly, always socializing. All the islanders have different types of characters. This is the able sister. She can buy clothes here, so let's see what they have. And they have different clothes every day. So, well, of course, it's nothing. Oh, you can actually get, what is this? This Apple Genius? A staff uniform. Yeah. No, I don't need any clothes, actually. All right. And you can design your own clothes if you use this terminal, which I did, actually. Let me show you. Oh, I can't. The airport is open, but I designed these priestly clothes. I also have a cassock. Designed it myself. But unfortunately, I can't show you because my island is open. No worries. These are my, what is it? Turnips. Bought them on Sunday morning, which is very hard. It's unfair. The island only sells you turnips on Sunday, and Sunday is usually my busiest day because I've got 2 masses, and in the near future, 3. All right, this is my blue house. This is where I live. I keep changing the main entrance hall. It's not very nice. It kind of looks like a restaurant now with these this wallpaper. I got this wallpaper this morning. I don't know. I just try out the wallpapers here, but it's nothing too special. I've got some nice antiques here. I have this beautiful, beautiful clock. My grandparents actually had a clock like this, exactly like this. So it kind of makes me feel nostalgic. These are the little cars. These are coming from the app. There is a mobile app, Animal Crossing mobile app. It's a different game, but you can link it to the same Nintendo account, and then you can buy some extra stuff that is normally not available on the island. So, and then I've got some cutlery, some dishes. I'm going to put these in the kitchen and clean that up. So the kitchen has not changed very much. Just show you. At first I was like, this kitchen is way too big, and now I've got the feeling this kitchen is too small. So because I don't have enough tables, I'm just going to put the plates here. Dinnerware, there we go. Oh, there's no room, unfortunately. Let me get the condiments off and just place the dinnerware on the table as if I'm preparing. That's nicer. So, yeah, and I still don't really have the proper tables. These are just steel tables that I don't think they look very nice in this kitchen. Kind of match the overall color black, but yeah. Hopefully I can get somewhere. I do like my espresso machine, though. That is... I wish I had a red one, but blue will do. There you go. And it makes real coffee. You see that? That is just amazing that it is. Even, like, it's dripping. There's a little bit of steam. It's absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, you can't really get the cup and drink it for real, but it's very cool. What was I looking for? Oh, yes, of course. I want to go and fish. So here we go. I've got a fishing rod. Move it to my pockets. Is there anything I need to take out of my pockets? Let me these clump of weeds. We can get rid of those. I've got a painted stall. Let me get rid of the fencing. I don't need that. And then I've got some spare cedar trees that I harvested on other islands. Oh yeah, this recipe. Let me just learn the recipe here. Now, you all know my podcasting studio, right? It's opposite the main entrance. So this is where I record my weekly podcast. In case you are new to this channel, I have a weekly podcast. I've been doing podcasting for 15 years or so. So this is where I record that podcast. I have some music playing on the old-fashioned gramophone. I got a television. I think there is actually a wall-mounted television on sale today. This one looks more like my real television, my television in real life. But maybe I got the wall-mounted one to be able to get rid of this piece of furniture, which is kind of in the way. Okay, well, not much change. You got Baby Yoda there. That's what I like. And then I've got another Star Wars poster opposite of that. That's the duel on Bespin between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, which I kind of like too. My red phone to call the president. He never calls. And then I made some changes to the chapel as well, which I'll show you. Oh, and this is cool too. I got this the other day. I don't know who gave it to me. I think I played a game that one of the Islanders was proposing, but this is a pinball machine. And it actually works. You can see a little ball there. How cool is that? It's all these details that are, it's made with so much love. This is also new. This used to be my bedroom, but then I get all these weird wallpapers, and this is what I did with it. You're going to be surprised. Now, this looks like an outdoor place, right? So you get this, this looks like a, I don't know, parking lot in a big city. It's a bit 3D, not much. And I was like, well, maybe I can create a film set here and tell stories. I'm always looking for things to use creatively. And so I already record my podcast. I also would like to create a program with digital liturgy in the chapel upstairs. And I was like, oh, maybe I can tell stories here. I'm still looking for something that I can make, like a video series that I can make for education, Catholic education. And I do have a series with puppets that is geared towards the younger kids. So I write that together with a writer here in Amersfoort, and she writes stories. But they're geared towards 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds is kind of the max. And it's probably too childish for older kids. But I'm thinking, well, maybe if I tell stories here. So I can imagine, writing a little fairy tale that takes place in an environment like this. And I could put a chair there and I just sit down and let me tell you the story about the abandoned gas station. Once upon a time in this big city, at night, there was this abandoned gas station. And I don't know, just use this as a storytelling setting. I have no idea what kind of stories to tell. Maybe they won't even be religious stories. I just like to be a storyteller. And these elements trigger me. So I've got this huge inventory with just non sequitur items. I was like, I'm not going to put this in my house anywhere, but maybe I can use these for set pieces. So maybe, for instance, there's this. I'm just triggered now by all these objects. So there's this safe. What are you going to do with the safe? Well, it's not very interesting, a safe. But what if, turn it around so the viewer can see the safe. What if I tell a story like so? Once upon a time, there was this abandoned gas station, and one night, so-and-so, whoever is the main character of my story, finds in this abandoned parking lot a safe. A real, genuine, brand new safe, and it is closed. And what could be in there? This is clearly doesn't belong here. It's not discarded, and it is closed. And I want to... Oh, it opens. What is in there? I see a glimpse of gold. It is a golden bar, but how is it possible that... I didn't know the door would open. Whose gold is that? Where does it come from? It triggers kind of a storytelling reflex. So maybe I'll tell stories in here. And that could be a YouTube series by itself. I don't know. And I've got so much weird wallpaper. Let me just show you the creative possibilities. It's a bit small. The room is a bit small for set pieces. But for instance, there is... I can change the light so that this looks much more bland. This could take place during the day, but then when night fell, it was very dark. so-and-so returned to the abandoned gas station. It was eerie and quiet, and he noticed that the safe still was there and had not been claimed by anyone. Should he take the gold? Should he wait for the finder? Should he call the police? But if the police arrive here in the dark, are they going to think that I stole the gold? So what am I going to do? You see how my brain works? So I can take a look at some other wallpaper here and see what we've got. So if you are watching this after the fact and you think, well, wait, I can help Father Roderick. I have some cool wallpapers that I don't know what to do with. Maybe you can spin a story, but by all means, let me know. I'd love to. So see, this is a construction site wall. It looks very weird. I'll show you some of these. I love this too. It's a mountainous summit. This is I've already shown this. This is kind of a sci-fi. So let me show you what happens if I change to a sci-fi environment. Place on the wall. And then boom, all of a sudden we're inside a spaceship. And you see the stars are gyrating. How cool is this? I can tell a very cool story in this setting about space exploration. And it's just wallpaper. And it works so well in the night. And then I can do... It's just wallpaper. See how quickly this changes. Now, all of a sudden, I'm inside a stadium. And this could be a story about a soccer match or something. Hey, American Mapper, welcome to the stream. And then Summit Wall. You know, I'm never going to use this anywhere in my house, but as a storytelling environment, I love this wallpaper. Look at the sky. The clouds are moving. This is magical wallpaper. There are also magical floors, by the way. See if I can demonstrate some of those. Let's see. Highway flooring. So cloud flooring. This is amazing. I only have one, I think, that's animated. Move to pockets. Oh, here. We've got racetrack flooring. So what if I add the racetrack flooring to the stadium thing? Where is the floor? Where are the floors? Here they are. Racetrack flooring. And then I'll change the stadium wall. There you go. Well, there you go. This I can tell a sports story here. Let me turn on the lights. There you go. How cool is that? I just love this. The other floor was also cool. So cloud flooring. Look at that. And I'm going to change the other one to summit wall. Here we go. Isn't that amazing? I'm in the clouds. I'm floating. Anyway, enough play. Let me show you the rest. We need to go fishing before the sun sets. Downstairs, it's still the same studio. It's kind of my TV set. Haven't gotten any new objects that I can use in this set. So, unused so far. I would love to turn this into a real talk show. But, unfortunately, still in preparation. And let's go upstairs, show you the chapel. Some of you have already seen this. I think I gave my podcast listeners a tour the other day. Maybe, if you're curious. Here's what my chapel looks like right now. It's got these television cameras. Hey, Tony. And I think this is very pretty. So, I've got an organ. I've got the Bible. And now it's all brown. This used to be more kind of pink. But I like that story idea, Scott says. Scott says, your wallpaper definitely gives you some atmospheres for cool stories. I'm just going to write some stories. I'm just going to do it. I'm always like trying to, maybe I'm a little bit too utilitarian myself. So I always feel that if I do something for leisure, like playing this game, then it has to be good for something. So it needs to be catechesis or, I don't know, educational. Well, maybe not. Storytelling is, some people paint, right? I like to tell stories. I've always loved to read. Oh, took the wrong door. Always loved to tell stories, write stories. I just don't really have a platform to publish them on, and I don't want to really write them down because, well, that's not too interesting. But telling stories inside Animal Crossing, that may be just the thing. That may be just the thing. I hope I'm not going to confuse my YouTube algorithm with all this different content, because I used to be the Star Wars guy, and now all of a sudden YouTube is thinking, oh, what? Wait, he's doing Animal Crossing? What? I don't know. On the other hand, I don't want to split everything into various channels. So what you see is what you get. I'm very eclectic. Always have been. Samuel decorated his office so it looks like the Black Lodge from Twin Peaks. Oh, cool. I was visiting the island of an old friend of mine who showed me his island, and he had actually a room in his house that was decorated like the red room in Twin Peaks. Maybe I'll visit him in the future. That was very, very cool. Hello, Rat Panda. You're welcome. Let's see if the fish is still there. I want to do some fishing. Oh, of course it's gone. Oh, I'm so sad. It is not there. Okay, let me go and see if there are any sharks. Another big fish, but that's not a shark because there's no fin. I want to show you a shark. Little fish. Oh, the Red Room and the Black Lodge are the same. I did not know that. I've watched Twin Peaks last year, I think. I don't remember much of the story, I have to say. Kind of got off the rails in the second season a little bit. It became so weird and wacky. First season was very cool. I've never seen the reboot. I heard that it wasn't entirely satisfying to Twin Peaks fans. But for many, it's nostalgia TV because they watched it when it was on TV for real. Oh, another blue shell. Let me get that one. I watched the first episode of Twin Peaks when it launched. And I remember being completely captivated by the story, and then I never saw it. I never saw any of the other episodes. It's only recently that someone lended me the DVD box of the first 2 seasons. So I watched that. Oh, it was not a reboot. It's true. This is 3rd season. But I heard story-wise, it was not what people expected it to be. I could try to remake Star Wars in Animal Crossing. That would be a way for YouTube to, yeah. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, so no fish, or no sharks. There's a little lake up here. Climb up the mountain. Oh, I'm getting a new inhabitant here. That's cool. Can you come to my island? Red Panda wants to know. Yes, of course. Is your island open? Are we friends already in Nintendo? I'll pay you a visit. Why not? Okay, so there's a fish. I think I've already got all the sweetwater fishes, but I'll catch it just for the fun of it. These are usually moving around quite a bit, so before they see the bait. Okay, Samuel liked the 3rd season. That's good. First, he says the movie and then the 3rd season. I've never seen the... We are not friends. Okay, well, send me a friend request. My friend code is in the description of this live stream. So if you type that in, then and you tell me your screen name, then by all means, I'd be happy to visit your island. Oh, I hate these fish. These sweetwater fish are so irritating. Almost impossible to catch because they keep every time I'm thinking, now I got you. And then, you see, it changes direction. Almost as if it knows that I'm trying to catch it. Like this. And it's going to move. Oh, there you go. Here we go. There we go. Gotcha. Probably a green fish. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's almost always a black bass. Very boring. The sea fish are much more diverse. I don't know why. If you send me a friend request, it will show up in the video, actually, I think. All right, so this is a camping site. Place some more trees here. This is where sometimes new visitors will put up their tent, and then I can invite them to stay on the island. There we go. We got the friend request. Very well. You did. Oh, I've got 2 friend requests. I've got Mr. Dino Do and Air Aries. So which one is you, Red Panda? So this was received today, actually, right now. So I suppose this is you, Dino Do. And this was a few minutes beforehand. Air Aries. Very good. All right, so if you open your airport, I'll just bring everybody along to your island. Mr. Dino. All right, let me head to the airport. I'm going to miss the sunset. The light is only getting more beautiful. You see, I have... This is interesting for those of you that play this game. I have an additional level. So this is the highest up you can get. This is only basically to be seen from a distance. Because the downside is you can't climb on top of that. But it does, in the background, it gives a nice effect of, mountains. Oh, you can send me a dodo code as well, yes. Absolutely. So here I've got my apple tree. Go over the bridge. Still waiting for the post-mass pizza stream. Yeah, I explained that earlier on. It took an hour and a half for the pizzas to arrive. By then, everybody was gone. So we'll do that next time. It was very frustrating. But the pizzas didn't arrive, and then the people that I wanted to chat with just spent so much time cleaning up the sacristy and church. And then Sebastian, who always does the readings, I hoped that he could join me for the pizza talk, because he's a big geek himself. But then he had promised his mom to cook for her. I was like, why does never, ever anything goes my way? I felt very sad. Okay. So, how do I get your dodo code? Are you going to send me a message, or I don't know how that works. I don't think I can walk. Oh yes, I can actually. I create another passageway here. I wanted to see what this view looked like around this time. Maybe a little bit later. Like dusk can be very short and get this red light and everything looks gorgeous. It also always gets a little bit misty. Oh, it is open. Okay. All right, let me go and visit you. Is there anything you need? Something I can take with me? Then let me know. I'll take a look in my inventory. So I've got some do-it-yourself recipes. If in case you need something, they're here. It's not much. Shell wreath, tropical vista, starry sands flooring, wooden block bed, log dining table, acoustic guitar, sofa. Oh, you want bells? Just hard cash. Just give me cash. Let me see. Do I have any cash left? Yeah, I got some cash. And recipes. Okay. I'll take some recipes. I'll just bring them all along, and then you can just pick whatever you need. Did I already activate this one? I think I already knew it. Yes. All right. Unfortunately, I don't have that many recipes yet. I'll take all of them. I don't do anything with them either. So. Oh, my pockets are full. Swap it. Let me get rid of this. What else? Doop-de-doop-de-doop-de-doo. Oh yeah, I can put the place item. There you go, an aquarium. And I think I can also place that there. Just do that for now. So I've gathered all my recipes. Oh, jeez. I need more pocket space. Let me leave this here to swap. There you go. All right, I'm heading your way. Sorry for the delay. Let's see, Dino Island. That sounds like Jurassic Park. This is always very, very slow. Let's go and talk to this dodo. Yes, I want to fly. I want to travel. So let's close my gate. Yes, that's right. Roger. So, blah, blah, blah. I want to visit someone. I want to head to the nearby island. I want to go online play. Gotcha. Roger, you have to confirm everything. This is the slowest part of the game. Doom, 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 doom. Alright, how do I want to travel? I want to search for a friend, right? Now, if everything goes well, the Dino Island is open. We got a flight for the X-Men right now. Is that where I need to go? X-Men. The names are all over the place. Okay, that is where you wanted to go. I think that's it, right? It's the only island that's open, so that has to be it. Let's fly. Getting ready to depart. Okay, this is all new for me too, so we're all going to discover this together. Alrighty then. Here we go. It's funny that in Europe, just yesterday, I think a lot of the Schengen countries have reopened their borders, and people are traveling by airplane in droves again. It's funny. Nobody seems to be afraid to sit in an airplane. Apparently, what they told me was the air in an airplane is never recycled. It's refreshed every 30 seconds. So apparently, risk of contamination in an airplane is very low. Yeah, I still would feel more comfortable traveling by car. But the other day I went to Amsterdam by train. That was weird because you have to wear a mouth mask. Oh, here we see the island from above. So it's still under construction. So it looks as if you're new to the game. Is that correct? Still a lot going on there. A lot of building, a lot of deconstructing. Oh, well, no, you've been playing for a while. Here you go. So let's just use the chat room of YouTube to type. It's much easier for me than typing in-game because you can only type, I don't know, like 40 characters. It's a pain. So that's why you need all the bells and oh, well, now that I know that, let me befriend you. There you go. Hello there. You got an animal mask. That is cool. All right, let me drop the recipes here so you can... All right, drop and drop item. Oh, you're going to change. There you go. A bag. That is very cool. A birdhouse. Oops. Drop it. And a dining table. Wooden block bed. Just drop this. Tropical Vista. I have no idea what that is. Windflower fan. And then we have shell wreath. And dining table. There you go. All right, and then some bells. Oops. I'm just gonna do 20,000 if that's okay for you, because I can't harvest today, so I don't. I need to have a bit of reserve myself, but I'll come back. Drop item. There you go. Alrighty. All right, and show me around if... no problem. Mr. Nile. I love that hat. It's just a bag. Funny. All right, whatever you don't need, I can bring home again, or you can give it to your friends if you want to. So you got all your houses here. That's cool. All right, I'll just follow you, okay? Just give me a tour of whatever you want me to see. It's raining here. Villager. Is this where they're home? Okay, let me see. I'm just gonna take a look inside. I don't think I have this house. Sometimes they're crafting on other people's islands and you can get a recipe. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, this is so cool. It's got an orange phone booth and cars? Where did these cars come from? Oh, they're couches. No way. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that is brilliant. Oh, and nice rusty stuff. Wow. I hope these are available somewhere in the game. All right, that was very cool. I'll follow you. On the beach. Oh, another villager. I'm just going to knock here if that's okay with you. I'm always curious to see these houses because every house is different for every villager. Yeah, that room was amazing with it. It looked a bit like Cars. Oh, this is pretty cool too. A very hip. It's a hipster. Nice. All right, we've got another one. Because it's raining, everybody's home, apparently. Oh. Should I go? This is your house. This is your real house. This is not a villager, right? Yeah, your home. Okay, let's take a look inside. This is what the house looks like when you've just started to play the game. So it's still very small and over time. Oh, that's also why you need the bells, of course. So you can expand your house. So normally you only have like one room and then you get another one and another one. So there's no basement, no attic. Yes, I will definitely... So can we go in here? This is where my kitchen is. Oh! Oh, there's an insect. You see that? Oh, wow. I've never seen that before. I'm going to catch that one. Net? Oh. Oh, I can't catch it. You see that? There, that is probably an insect that is only in empty rooms. How funny. And it's gone. Oh, it's dead. You see that? It goes to heaven. Oh, that is too funny. Oh, wow. It's a cockroach, right? Oh, sorry, I walked out of a room while you were typing something. Funny. I'm gonna gather some stuff. Whenever I find something that can help you, I'll save it, or maybe you can visit my island one of these days, and I'll just put some stuff on my island so you can take it with you. Oh, and here's another cockroach. Yeah, it's still kind of empty. So yes, you definitely do need a lot. This is where I was like a year ago. Which is like 3 weeks, because I've only been playing for 3 weeks now. 3 or 4 weeks. I don't know. Lost track in time. Love this floor. It's beautiful. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, you're going to have so much fun with this game. And there's a tent, so we've got a second inhabitant. You can have several people living on the same island. I only have one character, but if you have a family, then several people at once can play and build on the island, which is very cool. Yeah, that was nice. Oh, this is your other home, your second home, I assume. I like that character there. Oh, you have two. Yes. I know what the tent looks like on the inside, so we can go and walk around the rest of the island, if that's okay. I wonder if you have different fish. It's very stormy, so... Ah, some gold. You should keep that yourself. Because that is very precious metal. You'll need that for recipes later on. Okay, you got some shells. Do-it-yourself place. Oh, you've got a... Wow. Oh, I'm so jealous. This is amazing. No, no, no. Just keep the gold yourself. You'll need it. You'll definitely need it later on to build a big robot and stuff. The gold is one of the most precious elements in the game. This outcropping is amazing. You can put a whole restaurant here. Oh, this is fantastic. I don't have this. Oh, I have an outcropping like this, but it's the far side of my island. Oh, here's another house that I've never seen. It's a pink house. Also, don't sell too much. Anything that you don't know what to do with. Usually, oh, look at this room. You'll need it later on. Oh, wow. This is cool. You got 24 gold. Where do you find that? Amazing. Well, mind my words. You will need it to craft your your golden costume and stuff. I like this part of the island. It's very homely. Let's see. Always a surprise. Oh, this is a cool villager. Oh, wow. Look at that floor. Gorgeous. Oh, I love this. Oh, someone's coming in. A new face. Yes, I'm Father Roderick, yes. Oh, it's another one of those very sportive... yeah, you hate him? There are a number of characters and villagers, and they are all into sports. And they're always running around and trying to work out. And they're kind of one-dimensional. Yeah. But he looks cool. Oh, look at the dino. Is that a cutout of a dino? Oh, that is so cool. And a cake? Wow, you've got a lot of objects that I've never seen in the game before. Morgan wants to know, seeing the cockroach die and go to heaven brings a religious question to mind. In Catholicism, do animals have souls? What would their afterlife be like? That is an interesting question, very good question. According to St. Thomas Aquinas, everything that lives has a soul, but there are different qualities of souls. So you've got, according to him, this is a medieval theologian, of course. Yes, I'm going to best friend you. Hold on. How did that work? What was your name again? Wait, you should be online. Why can't I see you? All? Here we go. You should be in this list somewhere. Oh, I think I already... Oh, you still have to... You're Nile, right? Waiting on approval. Oh, you are waiting for approval. Okay, hold on. There we go. Gotcha. I'm not very smart. There we go. We're best friends. Plants have a soul, animals have a soul, and humans have a soul. But according to Thomas Aquinas, only the human soul is truly eternal. However, that is not dogma in the sense that, that the human soul is eternal is dogma. But there are theologians that say, well, you know, Christ wants to renew everything. So he says it's kind of the redemption is universal. So everything that God creates in a certain way and that lives might be something that could be recreated later on. So maybe it's animals go to heaven as well in a certain way, or animal life, or just everything that lives by, of course, the power of God's life. So maybe animals do go to heaven. It is it's still debated in the Catholic Church. There's no definitive answer to it. So some people say, well, how can I be happy in heaven when... what is this? What am I looking at? I'm looking at a nice... Oh, this is a piece of art. Very cool. So people say, well, how can I be happy in the afterlife when my dog is not there? Because the dog is such an integral part of my happiness here on earth. Why would God not let this dog live when he gives me life, you know? Heaven won't be fully heaven without my dog. Well, that, of course, remains to be seen because God can fulfill any desire in our hearts. So it took long to get this piece of furniture. All right. You can also type it in the chat, Dino. It's much easier than to type it in the game because typing takes a long time. Samuel says, I thought animals had souls, but no immortal souls. Yeah. Oh, it's a dresser. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Does it open? Oh, yes, it does. Tiny little peek. Home? Outfit called... Oh, that's funny. Hey, proud Hufflepuff. I'm being murdered here. That is an interesting villager. Like this big pink bird, Flora. I'm just visiting. Can you make gold stuff? I can make a gold costume. I have the recipe for a gold costume. Do you have a... Oh, actually, let me walk up to your do-it-yourself table and let me look at my recipes. I can tell you what I can make. So yeah, I could craft it for you if you want me to. Here it was. Yeah. Let me take a look at my... Oh, can I use this or not? Oh, I can only craft on my own island. Oh, no. Wait, should I craft? No, I can. Let's craft. Let me take a look at my recipes. So what can I make? I think I can make two... Oh, I can make a number of golden things. I can make a golden arowana model, which requires 3 gold nuggets. I have a lucky gold cat, 2 gold nuggets, and a lucky cat. But I don't have the recipe for the regular lucky cat, so I can't make that one yet. There was something else I could make with gold. Where was it? Hold on. Oh, here you go. I can make a pile of gold bars. That is 3 gold nuggets. And then this is a very important one. This is the gold armor. This is a rare recipe. And it takes 8 gold nuggets. And you can wear this. So this is also one of the necessary ingredients to make the big robot, which is very cool. Fish. Yes, I see the fish. Hey, proud Hufflepuff. Did you hear of Disney's new game called Twisted Wonderland by any chance? It's a mobile game, but it's only available in Japan. Oh, no, I've not heard of it. Okay, I can fish. I wonder if you want me to fish, or... Again, you can also type it in YouTube. Oh, okay, you want me to make the fish. Okay, that's what you want me to make. All right. I thought you want me to fish. Communication is difficult. Okay, I'll make you the fish. All right, let me do that real quick. 1, 2, and 3. Let's get rid of the fishing rod. The goldfish. Okay. Should I craft it? Yes, let's craft. Here you go. I'll make you the golden arowana. Craft it. Yeah, let's do it. Boom, there you go. And I'm all done for now. And let me see, where is it? Extends. Must be this one. Yes, there it is. Drop item. There you go. And now you can put it on display. gonna put it in your house, or? Yeah. I thought so. What is the game about, Proud Hufflepuff? Twisted Wonderland. Sounds interesting. Be right back. Okay. Sure. Hey, in the meantime, I'm just going to walk the island, if that's okay with you. Show my my YouTube viewers a little bit of your island. And then I'm going to wrap things up because I've already been streaming for a while. Let me see, how long have I been on the stream? About an hour. Ooh, an hour and 20 minutes already. Oh, yeah, it's high time to start wrapping things up because this is probably... All right, let me just go and visit some of these islanders. Maybe one of them is doing some crafting and I can get a recipe. Let's see. Nope. Ooh. Oh, is that that? I think that's one of the most popular characters out there. Let me go back in. I want to know for sure. Some of these islanders are very rare and very sought after. So I need to know who this is. Oh, no, it's someone else. Lolly. Cute. Aw. Very funny. It just looks like a very homely cat. They pull over. So cool. All right, Niall is back. I'm walking around on your island in case you're looking for me. Oh, there's some landscaping going on. Very well, very well. Can I jump over this? No, I need my pole. There we go. Boom. There's a little garden, cherry trees. I forgot how empty this space looked before you start crafting. Oh, you have so much opportunity on this island. It's really cool. I don't think there are any islanders up here. Let's have a look just to be sure. Oh, wow. This is a big island, or it feels like a big island. I'm always curious to see the shoreline on the back of the island. That is different. No, it looks a bit the same. All right. There's a bit of... Oop. One more down. Oh. Very different from my island in shape. Where are you? I'm on the beach. Oh, here's a recipe. Message bottle. I'm on the east side. I don't think that dino is watching the chat in YouTube anymore. I'll just type in east. Oh, you already found me. There you go. Okay, I gotta head home. So, there's been a lot of harvesting going around here. Oh, here's another recipe. It's just on the beach. What is it? A giant clam. Oh, it's a workbench recipe. That I already know how to make. All right. Let's jump over. Oops. No, I don't need a watering can, a vaulting pole. There we go. Very cool. You got lots of fossils sitting there in the ground. Very good, very good. Ooh, look at that. Wow, that is weird as an object. I've never seen this one before. Funny. This is a cute villager too. Let's see what his name. Melba. Do not talk to Floor. Okay. I don't know who Floor is. He's probably one of Is it that one? The guy with the... this one? Is that Floor? I'm just going to talk to him anyway. Oh, it's Butch. Oh, very cool. All right. I am heading home, if that's okay with you. I'm going to wrap up the stream. I'm just going to say bye. See, I don't like typing in the game. Confirm. Oh, pink bird. Okay. I already talked to the pink bird earlier on. All right. Thank you for showing me your island. That was a lot of fun. And again, I'll keep you in mind when I find stuff that you could may be able to use on your island. I've gotten a lot of help when I was starting my own island. And here we go. Let's fly back home. Ready to return home. Let's see. I think it's already dark on my island. I got a feeling. Let's see. Clear skies to you. Hey, Red Panda, thanks again for the tour of your island. And have fun with the game. It is a ton of fun. A couple of weeks ago, my island was pretty empty, and now I always love this overhead view, because then you can measure how much you've done. I think the sun is still here, and it's that nice reddish glow. I am going to give you one more tour of my island just because I want to see what it looks like right now at this time of the day. And then I need to do some cooking because it's already 10 to 7 in the evening here in the Netherlands. Ah, boy, oh boy. Oh, yes. I love this color. Look at that. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh, so gorgeous. The skies are golden. Don't you love this? Fantastic. One of the things I like the most about this game is how gorgeous it looks. So we're going to go to the overview of the city again. So, through this little Zen Garden. And then up here, and then here is the view. Oh, I like it. Nice. The red haze kind of complements the colors of the sand and the rocks. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's just do a final tour. I'm gonna go to the beach. Oh, by the way. Let's see. I still need to pay the guy. Niall subbed. Thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate it. All right, let's go here. And what is the fastest way to go to the other side of the island? I think I'll just go through the unexplored part of my island. No, I don't want to water any plants. There you go. This is my flower island. The name was not by accident. Oh, and this is where my other villagers live here. They're all probably walking around because it's dark in their houses. The tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise says, this is such an amazing channel. Thank you. Okay, look at that sky. Wow. Oh, I love this game. Can I come to your island? Well, yes, but I'm going to wrap up the YouTube stream first, if that's okay with you. And I'll just open the island and you can just walk around. All right, this is where I wanted to finish things because it's such a nice place to overlook the sea. The sun is almost down. How gorgeous is this? Anywho. thank you so much for visiting my island. And if you like what you see and you're new to my channel, be sure to go to the main page of my YouTube channel, check out all the other videos. And if you like what you see, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel. It's free. And leave a comment, and make sure to like this video as well. That helps me also to reach other fans of Animal Crossing. Oh, my controller has lost contact. So I think it's signaling me that it is time to wrap things up. So again, thanks for your time, and hopefully we'll meet again, either here in Animal Crossing or during one of my other shows and live streams. Talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day.